Hi, so I'm going to take a few minutes and I'm going to address something, and actually it's kind of a showdown, and I hope you guys will really take heed to this. So the the rapture of the church. A lot of people talk about it. Most people talk about it in theory. You know, they talk about the pre-trib rapture and a theory of the mid-trib rapture and a theory of the post-trib rapture. And I just want to say that there is no theory. There is only the truth. And there's only one truth. It's not up for interpretation. And I'm challenging everybody that listens to this to draw a line. There's a big thing going around the September 23rd, and they're talking about the rapture and the tribulation and all that. This is a challenge to everybody that's teaching that the rapture is going to happen on the 23rd or somewhere shortly around that. And those that are listening to those people, I'm challenging you. I'm laying the gauntlet down. I am basically drawing a line in the sand. If I'm wrong, obviously I'll still be here and some of you will be gone. And in which case, you can laugh at me from heaven, okay? There's another option. The Bible's not wrong, and I'm teaching the Bible correctly, and you guys are deceived. Why do I say you're deceived? Because if you really believe and you're running around trying to warn everybody the rapture's going to happen, don't miss the tribulation, or if you're not taken up in the rapture, you're going to go through the tribulation. You guys are running around saying this and warning everybody and making a big hoopla out of this, okay? This is a big deal, because if September 23rd comes and goes, you guys are idiots. You heard me. You guys are idiots. Your credibility is gone. All of your credibility is gone. If you guys continue to teach the Bible and say you're Christians and warn people and Facebook comments and messages and posts and make YouTube videos and sit at the pulpit and preach all this garbage, you guys are complete fools. You're dead wrong, and you have zero credibility. You literally should shut your mouth and go become a Muslim or something. Okay, this needs to stop. I am drawing a line in the sand. You need people that are listening today and they bounce back and forth and they don't know what to believe. I'm telling you right now that if you are listening to these people and this day comes and goes, you should never listen to another word they say again, ever. Is that clear? If you want to believe the Bible, then you need to listen to people that are accurate, correct, and aren't making stuff up. Okay, if the Bible says that a pig is pink, guess what? The pig is pink. Don't go into the Greek and the Hebrew and say, yeah, but, and try and spiritualize the verse to convince people that pigs are purple. It just doesn't work that way. There's, I just was making this off the top of my head. It wasn't meant to be a long video, but this is this is August 29th. It's a Tuesday. I'm pretty sure it's the 29th. I might have my days screwed up. Can you hear the clock? Hear that? Time is going by. Time is ticking right by, and we're gonna find out. And this isn't an anti-Bible rant. This is an anti-Christian rant. This isn't an anti-rapture rant. It is not. But the Apostle Paul, he says, the Cretans are always liars, slow bellies, evil beasts. He says, this witness is true, therefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in faith. And so this is a rebuke today. This has to stop. You guys can't keep making all this crap up and You know, people study the Bible. It's people that talks about women, you know, guys creeping into houses, and people ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. And the Bible is very simple. It is extremely simple. There isn't a whole lot to it. And the message is very simple. Jesus said he is coming after the tribulation. He's coming after the tribulation. And I don't know how much plainer you can be. Paul said that the day of the Lord and our gathering together unto him would not happen until two restraining events took place. There was a departing from the faith, it was called the falling away, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. It doesn't say or, either or, it says and. And people, these rapture people, pre-tribulation rapture people, they try and say that that falling away is the rapture. That's garbage. It is absolute garbage. Jesus said he was coming after the tribulation, and he said the sun would be darkened, the moon wouldn't give its light. And he says, then you will see the sign of the Son of Man. He goes, then he will send his angels to the four corners of the earth and gather together his elect. That he says that in plain English. And it happens after the tribulation. And that came out of his own mouth. And here's the other little thing about the rapture. You're not going to spend eternity in heaven. There, I just said it. You can shut the video off now if you want. But the fact is that we are going to spend eternity, or it says we're going to be with the Lord. It says Jesus is descending from heaven. New Jerusalem comes down from heaven. New Jerusalem is the mother of us all. And the New Jerusalem comes down to the earth, and you either inside Jerusalem or you're outside Jerusalem. It says outside the gates of the New Jerusalem are dogs and all kinds of nasty, wicked people. So the bad people are on the outside, the good people are on the inside. And that's the dirty little secret that rapture people don't want to tell you. They always say, oh, you'll be in heaven and blah, blah, blah. It's God is bringing his kingdom to the earth. And the New Jerusalem is being built in heaven, and it is coming to earth. You are going to be on earth. Does that mean you will never leave that place? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that location-wise, God is coming from heaven. It says he's descending from heaven. We're going to rise up to be with him, to meet him in the clouds, but he's descending. It doesn't say he's going back up. Nowhere ever does it say he's going back up. It says he's descending. There is a prophecy in the Old Testament that says that we will see the destruction of the wicked. We will see that. We will not be there, and we will see that. And so that's the case there. And there's a few other things too, like sounds like I'm have a polygyny plug, but when the day of the Lord, when Jesus comes back, the God is going to destroy the wicked. And it says that 7 women are going to take hold of one man. And so polygyny is going to be, that's going to be the norm. Okay? And you can start to see that take the forefront of the media, and they're starting to make TV shows about it. They're trying to get people used to it, basically. You can say, well, who are they? It doesn't matter. It's just the facts are the facts. So God is going to destroy the wicked, and swine's flesh. There's a verse in the Bible for future, the day of the Lord, that it talks about those that sanctify themselves and eat swine's flesh. Pig, bacon. What's the big thing the media pushes all the time? Bacon! They got commercials and everything. I mean, bacon, they make bacon everything. Bacon ice cream, bacon whatever. And strange apparel. That's another one. God's going to judge when he comes back as strange apparel. And you might ask yourself, well, what's strange apparel? The Amish know what's going on. The suit and tie is strange apparel. It's worn by diplomats, it's worn by kings, it's worn by presidents, lawyers, doctors, politicians, and then you guys sit there and require it to be on the the board, or you're required to be up on the platform in church, or you require a suit and tie to be an usher. You guys are idiots. Okay, God's going to judge that. You cannot take the best of the world and present it to God and say, well, we're wearing our best in church because we got to represent Jesus. You're an idiot. Okay, you're taking the best of the world, you're taking strange apparel and making it a requirement to be on the ministry team. You guys are idiots. Not only that, but James, remember James? He says, you guys commit sin when one guy comes in gay clothing, in other words, nice, fancy clothes, and you say, hey, sit here. But the guy that comes in and he's just got his work clothes on or whatever, you say, oh, sit here. And you separate the gay apparel, you separate the strange apparel. Those that wear strange apparel, you lift up and you put up in positions of authority and service and everything else. And those that refuse to wear the best of the world, and you use the best of the world to represent, oh, we're great godly people. And then the average person that's wearing average work clothes or whatever, you don't want them to have it. You don't want them to represent your church. Well, guess what? God has a word for you. So, it sounds like I went in a circle here, but this all has to do with the day of the Lord. Everything that I said has to do with the return of Jesus. And I just want to be clear. September 23rd is going to come and go. And I challenge everybody that believes that you're going to be raptured before the tribulation, and you're setting dates, and you're running around telling everybody you got to repent and trust and believe in Jesus, because if you don't, you're going to go through the tribulation. My challenge is to you today. I'm drawing a line in the sand. Anybody that's listening to this, that hears people talk about this, when that day comes and goes, don't listen to those people no more. Don't listen to them. They are wrong. They're deceived. They may be Christians, but they are wrong and they are deceived. And that teaching is going to lead you astray. Because if they were right, they'd be selling all their possessions right now, making a whole bunch of people happy, feeding the poor, everything else, because they're not going to be here. I guess you show me one person that believes this. I got unfriended today on Facebook because I commented about that. I said he was putting this September 23rd thing on there, and I just put on there, well, I says, if you really believe that, I says, I'll take your stuff. And he unfriended me. So that just shows you they really don't believe it themselves. Because if they did, he would have took me up on the offer. So it's a line in the sand. If you believe the Bible at all, if you're listening to this and you're an atheist, it's just entertainment for you this morning, and that's okay, or whenever you're listening to it. And I'm glad I entertained you. I sound educated. So it's a line in the sand. If I'm here after September 23rd or October 1st or whatever, if I'm still here, you might want to listen to me or people that are saying the same thing. If I'm still here, then those people that are pushing this and talking about this, you might not want to ever listen to again. Just saying. Have a nice day.